Picking up where we left off with Flamer by Mike Curato.
This video deals with themes of suicide. Please watch with discretion and find the support you need 24/7 by calling the National Suicide Prevention Hotline by dialing 988 at any time, or the Trevor Project Crisis Line for LGBTQIA+. Specific support at 1-866-488-7386, or text START to 678-678.
Hopefully Friday is an easier day for Aiden than Thursday was, because that was a doozy. Alright, Friday. Aiden's waking up alone in his tent, getting up out of bed. Pulls on pants and gets his hoodie back on, and is writing something, a note of some sort. And it looks like he's made his bed and left the note on the pillow. And off Aiden goes. Off into the woods, down a path by himself, past a bunny and a deer and some birds. Through the forest, and oh, there's a chapel up on the hill. Into the chapel he goes and walks down and gets down on one knee, and maybe he's gonna pray. Pulls back his sleeve. Aiden's looking pretty upset, pretty rough, pretty sad. Oh no. Aiden gets out a pocket knife and opens it up. It's sharp. Don't do it, Aiden. Not like this, bud. Everything goes dark. He closes his eyes. And then there's fire. A streak of fire. He's surrounded by fire. He looks and he's surprised, and out of the flames, someone's walking with a bow and a quiver of arrows. A fire person. Is this hell? No. Then why is everything on fire? It is the fire of life within you. This is your soul. Oh. What's that? Oh, I see. The soul pulls an arrow, notches it. You seek to destroy me? Aiden holds out a hand, and I'm just so tired. I can't do this anymore. I'm weak. I am not weak. Whoosh! Ah! And then the soul kicks the knife away, pulls the arrow out. It stings. Yes, such is life. It burns now, but you will heal. and he does start to heal. I'm so alone. Not true. Elias hates me now. He thinks I'm disgusting. I could see it in his eyes. What about Rob, Bobby, and David? They are your friends. Are they? They wouldn't be if they knew. They would hate me, just like Elias hates me. You don't know that. And Violet? Violet has forsaken me. She never replied. It's only been a few days. Give her time. I have no time. She's left me when I need her most. I will be in high school soon, and I won't have anyone to talk to. They'll mock me and beat me every day. Why not leave now instead of prolonging the pain? Look at all this pain from other children. Even if all that is true, your family loves you, Aiden. You know they do. Could you watch your mother from the other side, weeping for the rest of her life? Would you leave the twins without the big brother they look up to? Will you leave them too scared to grow up? But my father, he doesn't love me. Yes, he does. You can't see it now, but you know he does. Just remember. Even if all of them were to forsake you, you are enough. The soul grabs his hand and pulls him. The fire of life inside of him. And they merge into one. And Aiden seems to be whole. Aiden is burning like a phoenix right now. The knife is not in his hand. The flame is just above his head. And he opens his eyes, sits up, thinks about what he's done, and walks on away from that knife and out of the chapel. Takes a breath and cries a happy tear. Walks down the path, and there's Elias walking up the path. Hey, what are you doing here? What were you doing up there? I was lost. Well, we didn't know where you were, and I was worried, so you were looking for me? Yeah, well, we all were. Oh. Looks like Elias has a bracelet in his pocket, and I'm sorry I freaked out. You just took me by surprise there. Thank you. I'm sorry I surprised you. It's all good. Really? Yeah, we can still be friends, right? Yeah, yes, totally. Come on, we are really late for archery. Oh. Aiden hit it. Elias says, yes. Got the compass back to orienteering, and looks like they found their way. This basket is done. David is impressed. David's basket has a little bird growing in it, though. It's more of a nest than a basket. And at lunch, there's mail call for Navarro. This is for you. I I thought there was no mail today. Funny story, since the bear incident, everyone's been really paranoid about making sure the food bags are hung up. Someone mistook a mail bag for food, and it's been hanging 15 feet in the air since yesterday. Can't get the mail, bear. So, Aiden opens the letter and... Dear Aiden, there's nothing wrong with you. You are my best friend in the whole world. I would never, ever abandon you. I am here and always will be. Lylab, Violet. Whew, what a sweet friend. Aiden cries tears of joy. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I think I am. At the fire, Aiden's glowing. I said a broom, push a mop, push a mop, push a broom. Okay, one more time. Valley Girl style. No, it's okay. Come on. Yeah, come on, do it. I said like a boom, chicka boom. Clap, clap, clap. Everyone's clap, clap, clapping for Aiden and the Valley Girl style. It takes a lot to put out a fire. You have to constantly douse it with water. The water cuts off the fire's air supply, basically strangling it. When the fire is finally overwhelmed, the flicker will go out. But there are still the hot coals underneath, which are actually even hotter than the flames. You have to completely submerge the coals to make sure they're out. Scout regulation states that a fire has to be hand touch out before leaving it unattended. But sometimes, even when you think the fire is out, you're wrong. It's laying in bed and, surprise, the tent door is open. And the fire is glowing. My life feels like a mess. There are people I still know. There are people I still don't know how to deal with. Aiden takes his note, his goodbye note. A family I don't know how to live with. And he throws it in the fire. And his goodbye note burns up. And there are feelings inside me that scare me to death. But today I discovered this fire isn't done burning. Look how happy he is out there. Just himself glowing in that flame light. Whew. Friday was a better day than Thursday. And that is the end of the book. But I do want to read the afterword. So, this book is a work of fiction, and yet much of it is based on my personal experiences. I grew up in scouting from a tiger cub all the way up to an Eagle Scout and assistant scoutmaster. There are many things I am grateful for. Scouting got me outside. It taught me how to work with others. It gave me self-confidence. It was a way to meet people who did not go to my school. I made friends. And though I don't see those people for years at a time, when I do, that bond is still there. However, there were experiences I had during my time in the Boy Scouts that were very hard as a closeted kid. Over the years, the Boy Scouts have become more inclusive of sexual orientation and gender thanks to people in and out of scouting who made their voices heard. But when I was a kid, it was not okay to be gay. In 1995, the year in which this book is set, gay and queer people were routinely vilified, ridiculed, and hated. Fear of AIDS only fueled the bigotry. Back then, gay adult scout leaders who came out were immediately removed from their post. Though scout bylaws have become more inclusive, homophobia still exists in many troops today. Because homophobia is nationally and internationally a systemic issue. Like my character Aiden, I felt overwhelmed by this culture of hatred. Also like Aiden, I once kneeled in a camp chapel with a knife against my wrist. I wanted my anguish to stop. I wanted to silence my fears. I was so scared of high school that I thought I would not survive it. Worst of all, I hated myself. But like Aiden, I found the strength to live. And although living is scary when we continue to suffer, I would do it all over again to be able to write this book for you. To hope, to dream, to want love. These are dangerous acts. Fear and hope are bound up together inside of us. Alongside our flaws and our divinity, in this darkness, we can find an inner light to guide us. And there is light in you, even if you can't see it. Mike Curato. And some resources. While my journey has led me far away from that chapel on a hill, I have known some dear people who did not survive. Their loss is a void that can never be filled, and they give me strength to say these things to you. If you or someone you know is contemplating suicide, ask for help. Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. There is also Trevor Lifeline at 1-866-488-7386 for specifically LGBTQ support. Coming out is hard. For resources to support you in your self-discovery, go to thetrevorproject.org and glsen.org. And the acknowledgments. My editor, Laura Godwin, who has always believed in me and who cheered me on when I wanted to try something I've never done before. My agent, Brenda Bowen, whose love and support have seen me through the best and worst of times in writing and in life. My assistant, Sabrina Montenegro, whose hard work and diligence helped make this book happen. I am forever grateful for the endless hours of scanning that I did not have to do. My art director, Mallory Grigg, and designer Colleen A.F. Venable, for helping me make this book look spectacular. To Tara Hardy, the first person to read my rough ideas, thank you for saying, yes, you do need to make this, and yes, you can. Linda Berry, whose Writing for Artists workshop gave me the confidence to take on such a huge project. My fellow authors and illustrators, for their time and incredible advice, Samantha Berger, Ruth Chan, Brian Selznick, and Sarah Jane Lapp, and all the support from Molly Burnham, Jarrett Krozowska, Grace Lynn, Lisa Yee, Dave Roman, and Craig Thompson. My other dear friends, of whom I'm blessed to say I have too many to list here, you know who you are. I don't know where I'd be without you. My old friends from Troop 37, I can't express how much our time meant to me. Our troop was the first group of people I felt accepted by. I can't smell a campfire without thinking of you. I miss you. My family, for my mother's unconditional love, for my father's hard work and sacrifices, for my sister and brother's laughter. Laura Robbins, my real-life Violet, to whom this book is dedicated. Thank you for showing me the power of friendship. You saved my life. And Dan, for everything. Thank you for reading Flamer with me by Mike Curato. Make sure to go to the link in the description below and buy yourself and all your friends a copy of this very important book.
Oh, I cannot be blue. Oh, I cannot be blue. Like it seems plain as day in the wild. Oh, I cannot be blue. Oh, brother, I cannot be blue. Oh, brother, I cannot be blue. Like it seems plain as day in the wild.